Hello guys and welcome back to another After Dark Originals review. So I have just watched Fertile Ground. Fertile Ground is about a twisted house where a newlywed sort of couple are just moving in. Basically they move in because the woman has a miscarriage and they want to escape their odd life and they want to go and start fresh. Um, so it sort of reminds me of the Amityville Horror in the respect that the main character, obviously the guy, he just gets a bit angry and twisted, and it becomes a bit of a jackass throughout the film. And the woman, the victim, his wife, just seems like she's just oppressed, and he's just so horrible to her that you really, really just don't really like this guy whatsoever. Um, so yeah, basically imagine another sort of twist on the Amityville Horror. That is what this film is. So, to start it off, this film for me, I really enjoyed from the get go. Usually, when it comes to horror films, I don't enjoy them as much at the start because I feel like there's just so much you have to get through and you have to wait so much time just for something to start happening. But with this one, it really intrigued me. I was really interested about what was going on. I really loved the music as well. A lot of it was sort of like what you'd get in a jewelry box, so it was quite creepy and it was really good. But the story just let it down. So I wasn't too impressed. But when it started off, I was really looking forward to it. I mean, not usually when I start a horror film, when it starts going on, I'm quite bored. I think most people are going to be quite bored because it has to sort of set the background. But with this one, as soon as it kicked off, the way it was just done, it was really, really interesting, and I just wanted to know a bit more about it. But it just carried on going, and for the majority of it, I just felt like nothing happened. Another thing I wasn't a bit too pleased about was the fact that it was episodically. But when I mean episodically, it would stop. It would stop and then it would actually say like a chapter. So it was chaptered and there was this title screen of what the next part was going to be about. But when you had all of this stuff, it wasn't. It didn't really fit because you're expecting something much bigger than actually what you get. So it's supposed to be sort of a ghost film. These ghosts, I wouldn't even call them ghosts. I'd just say that they're extras. So they're so vivid, you can touch them, you can speak to them. They don't even look like ghosts. They're just people which appear, and when they appear, they're not very scary at all. They're just there. Oh, the ghost just didn't work for it whatsoever. The story lacked a lot throughout as well, apart from the ending. I was going to give it 2 stars, but when the end came in and there was a bit of a twist there, I thought, you know what? I actually really started to enjoy it at the very last bit. It says it's an 18. I don't see why it would be an 18. There's really not that much in there. There's a bit of nudity and there's really hardly any violence at all in this one. But it just goes on the fact that you've got this house. The house is a bit twisted, and when events unfold at the end, it sort of links stuff together, which is why it becomes a bit more interesting. But apart from that, I don't know, the last 20 minutes or so, absolutely nothing happened in it. I wouldn't say give this one a miss because it does get quite interesting. It's a really cool story at the end. But apart from that, it's not got much going for it. So this is number 2, Fertile Ground, and I would give it 3 stars just because of the ending.